Yes, good morning. Hi, it's Dr. Bob Flower with the Master Pattern Report for Tuesday, December 7th. Well, let's look at last week. We called for an upturn in the S&P on December 1st, and in fact, it made a significant bounce from a low of 1174, closed the prior day to 1207. Real nice move. Silver also moved up over 40% from the 30th through the 1st. So we had two great calls in both timing and direction there. The dollar also made a move up with events from Europe. This week we see the S&P making a move on the 7th, which is actually today, and the 10th. Silver will level off here this week, and sometime maybe towards the end of the week, and most likely through the holidays. What you have to watch is oil. We think oil is going to make its move to the low 90s, 92, maybe 93, before it starts backing off. Well, silver hit $30 this week. Remember, the Master Pattern called this back in January when it was selling for $12.50, among some other very significant calls. So we think it's going to be playing around that area for the rest of the year, and we'll give you some predictions for actually next year. We'll be doing that around the holidays. Our point of focus this week was right on target with the tax summit that we felt was the major mover, and I think it continues to be as there's negotiations and flip flops going on back and forth there. Our next point of focus is the holidays, the 21st through the 31st, with I think the most significant move coming sometime just before Christmas. Now, we do expect more bad news on the economy before the holidays. The thing that seems to be bothering and scaring a lot of people here are these interest rates. The market rates seem to be moving up. Mortgages are moving up. They're still low, but they're moving up. And this is becoming a concern, not only here but around the world, and something to watch out for. Now, a lot of people are asking, how is it that the market is doing so well and these big corporations are doing so well? Well, they're doing well because of three factors. Number one, government aid. Number two, workforce reduction down to bare bone. And number three, restructuring of debt. The last is probably one of the most significant because it's allowing these companies to reduce their prices, in some cases back to 2003 levels. Sort of a deflationary thing here. Except for food. Food is making an inflationary run here, and the commodities too, of course, gold and silver, and that underlies something, either a total collapse of the system, or an underlying swell for inflation, right, which may just hit us all at once. But I don't think so. I think we're still in a deflationary mode, and I think we're going to stay there for a while, with certain items such as commodities making up moves. In fact, talking about going back to prior levels, real estate is falling back to as much as the 2000 level. So this continues to be a burden on the individual. While Wall Street is doing well, Main Street is not. and Main Street continues to hurt. And these artificial aids that are put in place by government are really not helping. They're just running up our debt and postponing the inevitable. It would seem like the economy, in fact, the world economy, is looking to shed itself of these artificial controls that the government and major players behind the scene, what I call the international progressives, are trying to shove down our throat and shove up our other orifices. But it seems like there's that Adam Smith, the invisible guiding hand, which seems to be at work here, saying, we're not buying it. You know, if you crash the system, start all over again with you guys out of the picture. Unfortunately, if we don't step in the picture, we'll never get these guys out of the picture. Getting back to the real estate industry is really in shambles as sales and rentals fall off the map and agents quit or retire. And if you look at industries such as real estate, the unemployment rate from commission type industries such as real estate and maybe insurance, you really have a rate, an unemployment rate of somewhere around 18%, maybe even higher. I mean, these people are talk about being in shock. However, I think the worst isn't over for it. In fact, look for a government restructuring of the real estate industry, as you'll see a move towards a non-commission structure. Non-commission structure that would totally change the real estate industry. But look for that, especially in the residential area. Got a recommendation. Senior secondary medical insurance. Go to a high deductible policy. We switched from AARP to Banco Conseco and took a $2,000 deductible, which Banco Conseco is one of the few companies that offer such a program. Cost $89 a month. That is a savings of almost $2,000 a year for us, without any major incidents, and yet it's a great precaution against disaster health occurrences. Okay, limits your exposure to $2,000. Okay, now the big news. My latest book, The Great Secret of the Ancient Sites and Sacred Scriptures, will be coming out in January. So watch for it, folks. It's really fascinating and interesting, and may put things in a very different perspective for you. Business ventures. Sorry, I have not given that the attention it should require. I made that comment to you about business ventures. We have two different types of ventures that we're working on. If you did contact me and I sort of brushed you off, please contact me again, and I promise you I will pay more attention. And you can even call me if you have my number, or get it off of the website, www.drbobflower.com, and we can discuss these ventures at length. Okay, hey, listen, the holidays are upon us. Great time of the year. Nice brisk weather here. We welcome some friends from Kandahar, Afghanistan, are tuning into us. Have a great week.